Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol NAKD. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30 minutes in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. And I like to do this time frame. I think that's a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price. And in this situation makes summarizing the price action today very straightforward. So if you were to say, Clay, look, summarize the price action for me, I would say pump and dump on thin ice. Now, before you go and freak out, I'm not saying pump and dump in the sense that this company is being run out of somebody's bunker over in North Korea. I'm not saying that. I'm just making the statement based solely off of how the price acted today. And my definition of a pump and dump is that a price makes a really nice move, and then within a short amount of time, the price goes right back to where it started, or in some cases lower. So let's first just establish, where this started. And in my mind, it all started when it broke outside of this range, right here, give or take around $1.40. You can see that the price had been trapped below it. Another area you could use are the moving averages right here. Purple line being the famous 50 period, pink line being the famous 200 period. But right around there is kind of, the level where I would define as getting started, because that's where the breakout happened. So I'm going to actually move this down, and let's just call it $1.40. So $1.40 is where it started, because that's essentially where the breakouts began. So let's go through the definition. So price makes a really nice move. Well, considering the breakout started here and then the price went all the way up to there, I would say this was quite the nice move. Second part, within a relatively short amount of time. Well, considering this all happened in the same day, I would say, yeah, that's a pretty short amount of time. The price goes back to where it started, or in some cases lower. Now, here's where the thin ice comes into play. Right now, you still got to give the bulls credit and give them a little bit of leeway, because, to be fair to them, the price could come down here, bounce around here a few more times, and then head back up. And in that event, what would you have? Well, you'd have a set of lows right here. You'd have this set of lows down there. If you picture each of those as stair steps, well, hey, now you have stair steps progressing in the upwards direction. And from the big picture of things, that's what you want to see, just higher lows being built. But if that doesn't happen, and the quote, or the price, quote unquote, breaks through the ice right here and then just continues to separate to the downside, what would that be doing to the price at that point in time? That would literally be putting the price right back to this range where it already was. And that would seal the whole pump and dump thing, according to my definition. Maybe you disagree with my definition, but right now the price does still have a chance to build an overall uptrend, but the bulls don't have much wiggle room. They're on thin ice. And again, I'm quantifying thin ice as that $1.40 mark. So we'll see how the bulls close out the week tomorrow. One of the biggest questions I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now, and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.